Do you often find yourself overwhelmed by stress and anxiety, unsure of how to navigate the chaos of modern life? In this video, we explore the wisdom of Buddhism and discover powerful techniques to help you find inner peace even when stress is looming. Step 1. Acknowledge your feelings of anxiousness or anger. Our impulse is frequently to fight against the unpleasant emotions that accompany stress, those of anxiety, irritation, or anger, when it starts to seep in. Thinking that by pushing these emotions away, we may avoid the anguish they cause, we might urge ourselves to calm down or get over it. This strategy, meanwhile, usually backfires. The more we fight our emotions, the more they linger and cause a cycle of additional tension and emotional upheaval. Buddhism offers another perspective: to welcome these feelings with compassion and awareness. Acknowledging your emotions is about realizing their presence and knowing their transient character, not about indulging in them or letting them rule. Since it helps us to understand our emotions clearly and react to them with wisdom, this practice of awareness is absolutely essential first step in keeping calm in the face of stress. Acknowledging your emotions starts with mindful awareness. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the discipline of totally present in the moment, no judgingly witnessing your ideas and sensations. Mindfulness helps you to focus your attention to nervous or angry feelings as they develop in your body and mind. This kind of conscious awareness helps you to separate your emotions from yourself. You start to be an observer, seeing these emotions come and go rather than trapped in the whirl of fear or wrath. Remind yourself that you are not your emotions, so this change in viewpoint can be rather empowering. Though they pass through you, they are fleeting events that define none of you. Admitting your emotions also means embracing them free from judgment. In our society, some emotions, especially those judged negative like wrath, fear, or sadness, are stigmatized quite a bit. These feelings could make us ashamed since we always should be pleasant, calm, and in control. Still, this assumption is not only unreasonable but also damaging. Judging ourselves for feeling anxious or furious causes further hardship in an already trying circumstances. Buddhism holds that every feeling is normal and legitimate. The human experience includes anger, anxiety, and other kinds of discomfort. There is no need to classify them as good or bad. Rather, we can approach these emotions with curiosity and compassion, realizing that they are simply expressions of our mind's attempts to negotiate the obstacles of life. You let yourself really feel when you accept your emotions free from judgment. This is about allowing yourself to experience what you feel, not about wallowing in them. If a challenging interaction at work makes you angry, for instance, instead of berating yourself for being too sensitive or overreactive, try saying to yourself, "I feel angry right now, and that's okay." This simple act of self-compassion can help to diffuse the intensity of your emotions, so enabling you to remain calm and grounded. Understanding the Buddhist idea of impermanence, or anicca, is a key component of appreciating your emotions, since it helps you to realize that everything, including our feelings, is always changing. No feeling, no matter how strong, never lasts exactly forever. This realization reminds us that our feelings are transient. Hence, it can be a very useful technique for controlling stress. Remind yourself that although anger or anxiety overpowered you now, these emotions too will pass. Your emotions will alter and pass to allow a more serene state of mind, just as a storm finally passes to show a quiet sky. Accepting the transient character of your emotions can help you to approach them with patience and empathy instead of anxiety or resistance. This awareness of impermanence also enables us to release the desire for emotional regulation. Many times, our attempts to remain cool under pressure entail our trying to eradicate or suppress our emotions. But Buddhism holds that real calm results from accepting the fleeting character of our emotions rather than from trying to control them. You remove yourself from the need to fix your worry or anger when you accept them as transient events, therefore enabling you to remain calm and centered even under great stress. One habit you may use in many different circumstances is appreciating your feelings. This technique can help you remain cool and collected whether your meeting is high stakes, you are handling a challenging relationship, or you are negotiating a personal crisis. For instance, if you are ready to present and get a flash of nervousness, instead of trying to suppress it, accept it. Breathe deeply and tell yourself, "I'm feeling anxious right now, and that's okay." See where the worry is presenting itself in your body, and just watch it without judgment. Remember that this is only transient. It will pass. This helps you to build a gap between your nervousness and yourself, thereby enabling you to proceed with more peace and confidence. A basic first step in keeping cool when you know you will be stressed is realizing your emotions of anxiety or rage. You can find peace and clarity inside yourself by means of deliberate awareness, acceptance of your emotions free from judgment, and knowledge of their transient character. This exercise not only helps you better control stress, but also strengthens your relationship with your inner self, therefore enabling you to negotiate life's difficulties with more knowledge and compassion. Step 2. Question your thoughts. Maintaining composure in trying circumstances depends on a regular practice of challenging your ideas. Our thoughts are strong. They affect our emotions, guide our actions, and finally decide our perspective of the world. Still, not all of our ideas are exact mirror images of reality. Our minds are full with concerns, questions, and presumptions that could aggravate stress and send us down an unneeded path of pain. Buddhism reminds us to be aware of our ideas and to view them critically yet compassionately. Learning to challenge your ideas starts with awareness. Under stress, the mind often gets overwhelmed with a stream of unpleasant or terrifying thoughts. Unchecked, these ideas, which can sound like, "I'm not good enough," "this situation is hopeless," or "I'm going to fail," can spiral out of control and heighten your tension and worry. The first step in challenging your ideas is awareness of them as they develop. One very effective technique in this process is mindfulness. In Buddhism, mindfulness, known as sati in Pali, is the discipline of being totally present and conscious of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. Developing mindfulness helps you to see your ideas free from entanglement. You can stand back and just notice difficult ideas instead of responding automatically. This helps you to challenge the veracity of the idea by separating it from your emotional reaction. Seeing things in extremes devoid of middle ground. For instance, you are a total failure if you do not perform flawlessly. Basing large generalizations on one incident or experience. Thinking, for instance, "I failed this test, so I'll never be successful in anything." Assuming you know what others, usually negatively, are thinking. For instance, "Everyone thinks I'm inept." Another fundamental Buddhist idea that will enable you to more successfully challenge your ideas is detachment. Detachment means not being unduly tied to your ideas and emotions, not being apathetic or indifferent. When you become unduly connected to a concept, you may identify with it so powerfully that it seems like an immutable fact. Still, by learning detachment, you may mentally separate yourself from your ideas. If you're worried about a presentation, for instance, you might find yourself thinking, "I'm going to embarrass myself." Instead of emotionally clinging to this idea, try detachment by reminding yourself that it's only a thought, not an essential truth. You can think to yourself, "This is just my mind producing a dread." Practicing detachment helps you to avoid the notion from setting off a strong emotional reaction and preserve calm. Remember to approach the process of challenging your ideas with compassion. When you're under stress, it's natural to criticize oneself, but inner tranquility depends on self-compassion. When you catch a negative idea, treat yourself compassionately instead of punishing yourself for thinking it. Acknowledge that doubts and anxieties are normal and that developing the ability to challenge your ideas takes time and experience. Approaching this process gently and compassionately helps you to create an environment in which you might develop and learn, rather than one in which you feel condemned or inadequate. Step 3. Shift your attention. Shifting your focus will help you to remain calm when you know you will be stressed after challenging your ideas. Especially in trying circumstances, our minds naturally go toward negative or unpleasant ideas. Buddhism holds, however, that we can focus our attention on more favorable and beneficial events. One approach to change your focus is by means of thankfulness. In Buddhism, thanks is considered as a potent counteragent for bad feelings. Spend some time considering the things you are glad for when you are stressed. This could be anything as basic as the sun's warmth, a friend's encouragement, or the chance to develop by means of adversity. Focusing on what you have instead of what you lack will help you to feel happy and lower your stress. Participating in joyful and relaxing activities will also help you to change your focus. This might be anything from spending time with loved ones to listening to music to walking in nature. Within Buddhism, the bhavana, or mental development, practice stresses the need of fostering favorable states of thought. Choosing to participate in activities that boost your spirit on purpose can help you to keep calm and build resistance against stress. One also has to be aware of the present moment. When we fix on the past or worry about the future, stress usually results. Buddhism holds, however, that only the present moment offers actual tranquility. Reaching back to the here and now will help you release the weight of past mistakes and future worries. Using your breath, environment, or body sensations, practice mindfulness by paying attention to even under pressure. This small act of bringing oneself back into the present will help you remain cool. Maintaining composure in trying circumstances depends on knowing the factors that cause stress. Buddhism holds that mastery of our emotions requires self-awareness. Finding the particular events, ideas, or actions that set off your anxiety will help you to proactively control it more successfully. Another great weapon for keeping cool when you know you will be under pressure is visualization. Metta bhavana, or loving-kindness meditation, is a Buddhist practice whereby one visualizes a condition of tranquility and well-being for others as well as for oneself. Imagining oneself in a calm condition can enable you to design a mental blueprint guiding you toward tranquility in daily events. Spend some time sitting silently and picture yourself gracefully and coolly managing a difficult circumstance when you know you will be confronting one. Imagine yourself speaking softly, breathing deeply, and relaxing. Regular use of this visualization will help you to easily enter this feeling of peace even in the middle of tension. Additionally crucial is learning and developing techniques that naturally reduce your tension and anger. This may be anything from yoga, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or time in nature. Samatha, or tranquility meditation, is a Buddhist practice meant to help one achieve inner peace and mental calm. Including these techniques into your daily life will help you create a basis of calmness that will enable you to remain grounded even when tension develops. Recalling your good ideals and working to raise them in society may help you to remain calm even if you know you will be under stress. Buddhism holds that our behavior affects not just our own well, but also helps to contribute to the larger good. Aligning our behavior with our beliefs helps us to find fulfillment and direction that will enable us to remain cool under pressure. Apart from remembering your principles, think about how you may help to raise them in society. Within Buddhism, the dana, or generosity, practice stresses the need of unassuming giving. Giving of your time, money, or resources to assist others will set off a positive domino effect outside of yourself. This not only allows you to lower your own tension, but also promotes a more harmonic and tranquil planet. Kind deeds are one method one could raise good ideals in society. This could be as basic as smiling to a stranger, lending your time, or helping a cause you like. By concentrating on how you may positively influence others, you turn your emphasis from your own stress onto theirs. Even under trying circumstances, this feeling of direction will enable you to remain grounded and calm. Recall that keeping cool under pressure is about more than just controlling your own feelings. It's about modeling behavior for others. Within Buddhism, the idea of bodhisattva, or the enlightened being, guides us toward wisdom, compassion, and patience for the good of all things. When you live with these values, you encourage others to follow suit. Though it's not simple, Staying calm when you know you'll be stressed is achievable with the correct attitude and techniques. Deep spiritual lessons contained in Buddhism will enable us to gracefully and resiliently negotiate stress. You can develop inner peace that will enable you to remain calm, even in the most trying circumstances, by realizing your emotions, challenging your ideas, changing your focus, finding triggers, and remembering your good ideals. Recall that keeping calm is about embracing your feelings with awareness and compassion, rather than about concealing or discounting them. It's about realizing that although stress is unavoidable in life, and that you can control how you react to it. Regular application of these lessons will help you to build a strong basis of tranquility and resilience that will enable you to approach stress with confidence and simplicity. Remaining cool when you know you will be anxious is not only about enhancing your own well-being, but also about helping to create a more harmonic and serene environment. Practicing mindfulness, compassion, and kindness will help others to do the same, therefore generating a positive ripple effect that goes much beyond your own life. Thus, keep in mind these lessons the next time you know you will be in a demanding environment, and approach it with composure, clarity, and intention.